Well, guys, we have some pretty interesting news regarding the Nintendo Switch that, yeah, definitely could be of interest to you. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, to the actual news here, modders have been, hacking the Nintendo Switch since the day it came out, which was indeed March 3rd. The goal of this is to find out how the Nintendo Switch works, what they can do to get homebrew on it, and maybe just, what information can they leak about the future of the console, right? There's still a lot of mysteries to be had. First of all, the online platform has yet to be announced. I mean, at the time, Homebrew doesn't work on the thing, and there's a bunch of future projects that Nintendo has already teased about, from Metroid to Pokemon. So, these modders do this stuff to find more information about stuff, and basically try to undercut Nintendo. That's one way to look at it, but another way to look at it is they're doing their best to kind of keep these companies honest with us, and, no suspicious bullshit, because they know the modders are going to find this stuff, so that's a couple of ways of looking at it here. And what we have here is something that's pretty interesting. So, while they were modding, I don't know exactly who this was in particular, but they're just saying modders here. People have discovered that there is actually an NES emulator that's actually on Nintendo Switch already, and it's called Flog, Flog. I don't know exactly why I called it Flog. I mean, Flog doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm gonna look up the definition of that after I'm done with this. But yeah, it's gonna be an NES emulator. It's currently still in development. It doesn't appear to be finished yet. But the point of this is going to be used for Nintendo Switch and their online services. They did confirm there's going to be a catalog of classic games that will be available to be played once you purchase the online service, which should cost about $20 to $30 for a year, which is fantastic compared to the Xbox Live, which is about $30 for about 3 months. So in comparative there, it's actually a pretty good deal. Obviously, the Xbox Go program is legit. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a piece of shit. It's not. It actually is pretty legit. Get some solid games from Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, Sunset Overdrive, a couple other good games that I could probably think of if I had another minute to talk about that. So yeah, it's definitely costs more. You're getting more games. However, I don't believe it's enough of a value there to continue using it. And for me, that's what happened. I haven't used it. I haven't done it since about January because although these games were pretty cool, nobody makes games like Nintendo. And especially because these games were never the best games when they came out anyway. They were always decent, good games. They were, what I'm saying? But they were never the top tier games because those games would never be on Xbox Live Gold because those games will always have value. So these are always the mid-range games. Black Flag, Sunset, they were both decent games, but like, I'd rather just play a Nintendo game. So that's just over here, the 2018 and stuff that's coming out. I'm gonna look up the definition of Flog. I am pretty curious about what the heck Flog. What does Flog mean? I wanna know. Beat someone with a whip or what? Beat someone with a whip or a stick as punishment for or torture. What? Sell offer for sale. This definition, the British definition, seems a little bit more closer to the actual definition. But overall, guys, I'm not going to waste any more of your time here. Let me know down below what you think about this. But yeah, this is actually pretty interesting stuff. I do need to find out. We definitely need to find out more about this information. So overall, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to pre-order or buy a Nintendo Switch, I have a link down below. Thank you, bye.